Hello everyone, welcome to another open mind intuitive message. This message will be for all signs for the month of November 2025. All signs starting from Aries to Pisces for the month of November 2025. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your support. We're going to start with Aries. Aries. Motion, moment, motion, moon, moodiness, moon energy. You guys could be experiencing fluctuating emotions this month, passionate emotions, contradicting emotions, extreme emotions this month, going from anger to happiness. Some of you guys may be on mood stabilizers this month. You may need mood stabilizers. I'm not a doctor. Please go to a psychiatrist before you take any medications. The moon's affecting you this month in some way, shape, or form. Look at where the moon is in your chart. We do have a new moon in Scorpio, I believe, and a full moon coming up, which is your 8th house and your 2nd house. So this is Taurus, Scorpio, your values, money, resources. There's a full moon there, and there's a new moon in Scorpio, which is your 8th house of other people's resources, secrets, energy, intuition. What's happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Four of Swords. This is Libra energy, resting, healing. Yeah. Some of you might, this is very few of you, you might be feeling like you're going through an emotional breakdown. Like you have to just pull away and detach and disconnect from everybody before you lose your mind. Like, I have to stop. You guys could have a 10 of Wands situation, lots of bills, responsibilities, job, money. Like there's something here that's over. There's too much motion, too much movement, too much output, too much energy being utilized here. You're burnt out. You guys are burnt out this month. 10 of Cups. Okay, that could be why. Okay, so there is a possibility that someone who's been sick for a long time, they could transition. The sun is in your 8th house with the new moon in Scorpio. So somebody who's already been sick. This is not something that's unexpected. It's not Tower. They've been sick for a while. And that could cause a lot of anxiety, bills, insurance, funeral arrangements, things of that nature. It's a lot of stuff going on that's making you anxious, tense. You need a break. You might need to take some anxiety medication, mood stabilizers to help you sleep. Because this could be a lot of family obligations also if you're not dealing with that situation. A lot of family obligations, dealing with, children, bills, You're anxious, worried about the ball dropping, not being able to pay your bills, not being able to take care of responsibilities and manage your energy effectively. We'll find out what's happening with the 4 of Swords and the 10 of Cups, please. The King of Wands, which is fire energy. Yeah, it's too much fire. And the 9 of Wands, right? Too much fire. You're burnt out. You're managing things, right? But you don't have the bandwidth to keep doing it at this capacity for much longer. So a lot has happened over the past several days, weeks, months, years, and you've just been going through the motions, handling all of it. You could feel like this is too much now. There's so much to do, or if there is an ending or transition in the family, you got to deal with the arrangements for all that, but that's not unexpected. It's not unexpected. This could be a fire sign person, Sagittarius, Leo, and or Aries that you are dealing with. This could be your energy that you need to take a break from. 9 of Wands is long distance travel. Sagittarius energy. 9 of Wands is waiting for the other shoe to drop. There's some familial obligations that are causing you to just be stressed out. It's a lot. It's like if someone is in hospice or something like that, and you're a power of attorney, you're taking care of everything, the storage fees, cleaning out somebody's house, you know, dealing with insurance, healthcare, bills. Like, you're dealing with everything by yourself and you need to take a break. You're exhausted. So this could be someone transitioning that you already know of. That's why you have power of attorney, because you've prepared for it already. But it's still like all on your back. You're the only one doing this. You're the only one doing the work, perhaps, to take care of this by yourself. Or this could be a regular family situation where you are the primary breadwinner. You're a single parent. You got multiple kids and they got to go to school. You got to cook for them, take care of the house, pay the bills, go to work, be mommy and daddy. That type of energy. So it could be either way. Information for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, please. November 2025. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for November 2025. November 2025. Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Focus. It's popping up. Listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. So perhaps you need to have an honest conversation with your family about what's going on. Listening to your body even. Listen to your body. Listen to yourself. Listen. It's like you've normalized feeling stressed out. And it's not normal. Whatever you're going through is not normal. This is like high anxiety. Even though the Four of Swords is better than upright, is better than the reversed, you have opportunity to rest. Your body's telling you to rest. Listen to your body. It's time. You're being asked to move forward towards the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It is time to bring it out into the world. You're ready. It's time. Okay. That could be unrelated to this situation. But you won't have the energy to do that if you don't rest. And I think that's what you're realizing, that you don't, like all these other responsibilities is preventing you from doing what you want to do with your life. Like you're stuck in some situation where you're like responsible for a lot of people or a lot of things at the same time. Sixth house energy, self knows in your sixth house of health. Virgo energy. What's going on with Aries for the month of November 2025? Aries, what's happening with you guys? Only you, devoted, attached, crave, right? You're the only one doing all this stuff by yourself. People are depending on you for everything. Sorrow, yes, loss, grief, depression. It's you know, your family is depending on you for everything, or you're the one responsible for like taking care of a person's final arrangements, whether it's a funeral home, memorial service. It's holiday season now. We have Thanksgiving coming up. You're the one paying for all the food by yourself. You're cooking by yourself. Like there's too much going on, and your body's telling you to slow down and stop and have a conversation with your family about what you need, and stop trying to be Superman or Superwoman doing it all by yourself because they expect you to. Ask them to pitch in some way, shape, or form, either financially pitch in or pitch in with some support, like, you know, I don't know, managing the insurance, helping you to move stuff out of the person's apartment or move things into storage or out of storage, helping you to pay some bills. You need help. You've been doing it on your own all this time, and you can't even live your life the way you want to because it's like your family's depending on you for everything. And you're going to realize that now you don't even have any energy to do what you want to do for yourself, or someone that you have been watching over, taking care of, they could transition this month. And you're the only one taking care of the arrangements. So you need to take a rest. Take a break. You might need anxiety medication, melatonin, valerian root. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist, so speak to a doctor before you take any medications. But yeah, you need to take a break. Listen to your body, okay? Your body's warning you of something. You need to, before you have a mental breakdown, something like that, mental breakdown or something when you feel like you're not gonna be able to function to take care of business, like your mind's constantly racing, so you can't think straight and you can't make decisions properly. So yeah, you won't lose your head. All right, now into the sign of Taurus. Spirit guys, thank you for Your support. What's happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and rising signs? I'm hearing asshole, a jerk, someone feeling like really confident in themselves to the point where they're kind of being a jerk. So where they were once shy or meek or self-effacing or meek or something like that, they're now extremely confident or arrogant or demanding or something. Somebody could be reacting defensively. Overcompensating for being a pushover in the past. So now you're the one who's in charge and you're going to, I guess, prove a point to all the people who were talking mess about you, whatever, something like that. Getting some sort of revenge in some way. Going from being meek and docile and accommodating to like not giving a F anymore about anybody, doing your own thing. That could be a possibility here. No more in the 7th house relationships. Yeah, you become more confident in yourself, and people may misinterpret that confidence as arrogance. Like, oh, he changed, she changed. They used to be so nice, and now you don't want to deal with BS anymore, and your boundaries, that's what it is. You have strong boundaries now. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, right. You're kind of feeling yourself because you've been through hell, and you've survived. And so now you don't want to hear anything from anybody who did not help you in the past. So you're becoming a little smug and arrogant. But at the same time, I wouldn't say smug. It may appear that way to people who are used to you being some kind of way. They're used to you being like quiet and sheepish and afraid to speak up for yourself. Now you're feeling yourself a little more. You're more confident. 10 of Cups, 9 and 10 of, yeah. This is really, you're getting what you, it's like, you've successfully overcome some sort of test, and now you're feeling yourself like, I did it all by myself. I went through hell. I went through dark night of the soul. I lost everything, whatever the case may be. And now, you know, I made it. You're getting your wish fulfillment, depending on where Taurus is for you. This could be your first house. This could be, you know, dealing with your moon. This could be dealing with your sun sign, depending on what's going on. But something involving the family, wish fulfillment here is like, I don't need nobody now. When I needed help, nobody was there for me. I don't want to hear, like, it's like you're kind of, I don't want to say asshole. It's like somebody who was so helpless before and needed help from a lot of people, they're becoming independent. And in the family, they go from being the black sheep to being like the boss or being the person that they all look up to. Like they've successfully overcome some sort of trial. This could be like the World card, Death card, something like that. 9 of Cups, please, for Taurus. The Emperor reverse, kind of arrogant. Father figure, yeah, okay, hold on. 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Okay, so this is what could have happened, right? Then you could have been at the mercy of an abusive friend, family dynamic, people just looking down on you in life for whatever reason. Like you were the example of what not to do or how not to be or whatever. And you've made it. You've successfully overcome some challenge. So now you're like, you've done it on your own. This is a new cycle beginning. And now you have permission not to give an F about anybody who didn't help you out. So you could have been somebody who was sacrificing themselves for their family a lot. You want their approval. You wanted them to need you. You wanted to support them in some way. And in response, they looked down on you. They didn't really care about you like that. Now that you've poured into yourself and you successfully, gotten what you've wanted in your own life, you're now like in a position where you are the one who they're looking to for advice or for support or help or something like that, or even if they don't need you, the fact that you don't need them anymore is making them feel some kind of way about it. Potentially. Like the Emperor reverse is an abusive, bullying, narcissistic person. And you were the victim of that for a long time. It was a family dynamic. You were always very apologetic to your family, always trying to offer love to them. They didn't really give you much in return, except like scorn or just looking down on you, whatever, making fun of you or judging you or something like that. And now that you've successfully overcome some sort of battle and you don't need anybody anymore, it's like some of you guys may have intentionally sabotaged yourself for the sake of your family, and they didn't even appreciate it at all. So while your family was doing well for themselves and they were elevating in some way, you were suffering because you wanted to make sure they were okay. Like you were the one who didn't go to college because you had to take care of your niece and nephews while your relatives went to work and they became successful in their careers, right? So you're babysitting your siblings or your family members while mom and daddy become, successful in their career. Siblings, same thing. And then they look back on you. They look at you now at 5, 6, 7, 8 years later. Your life is stalled because you were helping them out, but then they look down on you because now they've actually advanced further than you because you were looking out for them. And you've overcome that somehow in some way, and now you really feel empowered, and you feel empowered by the fact that you don't care about how they feel about you anymore. So you've become successful. You're getting something that you want, wish fulfillment in your own family dynamic. Interesting. Slow down and bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. And that tough decision was investing in yourself, like, pouring into yourself, putting your own needs first, putting your own life first. You finally did that. Being an asshole, having boundaries. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much better or lighter when you do. And that's what this 9 of Cups is. We go from the 10 of Cups, being preoccupied with family and responsibilities and taking care of everybody else's needs, self-sacrifice, 9 of Cups, Pisces energy, to now taking care of your own needs and kind of being a little bit arrogant about it. Like, don't call me for anything. You're actually a little better off now because your life was stalled to the point where you were able to watch them make mistakes, and you've learned from them of what not to do, and you're in a better position now to navigate life in a way that's more beneficial to you. So you're going to become successful as well, but it was a little delayed. Slow down. Life is not a race, nor is it a competition. And this is what you slow yourself down on purpose. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. That's what I said. You slowed your own life down. You delayed your own progress by focusing on your family's needs, whether it's your parents, your siblings, your spouse, whatever, your children. And they looked down on you because of that, because you weren't as successful as they thought you should be, but you're doing things for them. And that's why you weren't making that much progress. But now something's happened. You get the job you want, or you get to move somewhere. You're independent. You're fully independent. Go from a 10 to a 9. You're self-sufficient, independent, and now they can't say nothing to you, and you don't owe them anything. Now that you don't owe them anything, and they know that you don't owe them anything, they're going to say you changed. Emperor reverse. You're arrogant. You're cocky. You used to be so nice. You're not doing that anymore. You're done with that. And you don't feel bad about it either, because when you were down or at your lowest, they didn't help you out at all. But when they were down, you helped them out to get to a level above you. So you don't feel entitled to do anything for them at this point. One more, please, for Taurus. Healing. Releasing, purifying, cleansing. Yes, it's a family dynamic. You're healing your relationship with yourself. The moon here representing family, home, emotional body, conditioning, some sort of return. Second chance, opportunities, making amends. And this is you getting a second chance at life. You're able to rebuild your life in some way. Something was delayed or stalled, and you're out of that cycle now. And so now, perhaps if you were successful 20 years ago, your family would have guilted you into helping them out too, or they would have made you feel guilty for your success. But they can't do that now because you've helped them become successful at your expense, and now you've caught up with them in some way, shape, or form, and you don't need them at all, and you're not even going to help them anymore. You're not going to help out anybody anymore. You don't feel entitled. You don't have to. You've done all that. You've done all that already. So now the fact that you're not in a low position anymore and you don't need anybody and you're not needy or codependent, they see you like you think you all that now, right? Because now you're on their level. They kind of thought they were better than you in a sense. Like you were the example of what not to be or what not to do, like a failure. But you were only a failure in their eyes because you were helping them out. You didn't want to be successful if they weren't successful. So you kind of held yourself back. And now that that's over with, you've healed that part of yourself. They feel some kind of way. Like you're an asshole now. And you've earned the right to be an asshole. If this is your story, you've earned the right to be an asshole. So don't feel bad about it. Okay? Because they've been an asshole to you the whole time. All right, let's start over with the sign of Gemini. Thank you, Taurus, and good luck with that. Congratulations for whatever that is that you are accomplishing at this time. Let's go into Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the month of November 2025. Gemini. Spirit guides connect with Gemini's energy for the month of November 2025. Opulence, wealth, abundance. Jupiter's in your second house and is forming a grand water trine with Neptune, Saturn, and also the Sun and Venus. So your second house is lit, Gemini. Lit. Money's lit. Raises, promotions, opulence is coming for you. What's happening November 2025? Gemini, November. We have the Six of Cups, childhood memories, abundance, emotional abundance, reminiscing about the past. This is like positive childhood or memories from your past. An ex, a childhood friend. Somebody from your past you could be reconnecting to. King of Pentacles, an earth sign. But your money is popping. So you could be fulfilling a lifelong dream of becoming rich. Like this is something you worked at since you were a child. Like you've always wanted this lifestyle. You've always wanted lots of money. You're able to accomplish that this month. Or you're reconnecting with an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. This is more so Taurus energy though, which is your second house. Your second house is Cancer, but Taurus rules the second house. So you guys could be fulfilling a lifelong dream of financial abundance and security. In November, opulence, wealth. This is an opulent person. He has money out the wazoo, different streams of income, pension, Social Security, 401k investments, real estate. He's like a mogul, and it's something you've always wanted your whole life. You always wanted money. And you finally accomplished this. I've had a Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles, please. Strength reversed. You guys may have given up hope in the past. And the Six of Pentacles, yeah, you guys may have had a rough childhood that was very difficult. And you guys may have lost a lot due to temptations and vices. So you have to start over more than once. So suppose you're a Gemini who had the opportunity to make lots of money 20 years ago, but then you got divorced and that wiped you out. Now, 20 years later, you've rebuilt your life and you're back to this position without the baggage from your ex. Or suppose you made a lot of money in your early 20s as a drug dealer or somebody with a business and it fell apart. You've rebuilt your life and now you're back to this again. Six of Pentacles reversed. You've rebuilt your life financially. The Strength reverse is someone who doesn't have discipline, willpower, staying power. You could be going back to somebody from your past, like you're not resisting them anymore. And you may have the confidence to return back to this person because you have money now. So suppose you wanted to date somebody years ago and you were like, I can't afford you, whatever. Now you can afford this person. You don't have to break from them anymore. You're not penny pitching anymore. You have money to take care of this person, and you want to. We go from 6 of Cups, 6 Pentacles. 6 is representing Venus, relationships, balance, beauty, harmony. So this could be you going back to somebody from your past, Mercury going retrograde in your 7th house, because you have money now to take care of this person. You have more to offer them. So this could be you giving back to somebody from your past. Reconciliation with somebody from your past. And you have the money now. So again, maybe you met this person while you were in the process of a divorce and you got kind of wiped out years ago, or you weren't sure how you would land. But something's happening where your money is looking really good, and now you have the money to approach this person. I'm getting also that things are working out in the universe to bring you guys together. This person may have also been going through their own thing, their own issues, and their issues will resolve the same time your issues are resolving. So if you get back with them or you reconnect with them, the timing will be better. It'll be better timing between you guys. Gemini, November 2025, better timing between you guys. It'll work out better this time. Lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious, which is 6 of Cups. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it is not always easy to be here on earth. It's strength reversed. But you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important you do. So you guys could be reminiscing about or reconnecting with an earth sign from your past because you're going through some emotional turmoil right now. For some of you guys, it could be multiple things. Abundance. That did come out. I hear opulence and abundance. Yeah. That's the first word I heard. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first step towards receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. And I think that it's going to be on its way this month. And once you get this abundance, some sort of windfall, lottery, gambling, I don't know, insurance payout, lawsuit, whatever that is, divorce settlement, you'll go back to somebody from your past, potentially, who you couldn't be with because you didn't have the money. Or this is you finally becoming financially successful or financially solvent in your adulthood after many years of just grinding it out, you know, working really hard. What's happening with Gemini, November 2025? November 2025, Gemini. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. Who was that? Christopher Williams? Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. You guys could be Gen X. Like, this is, you have the ability, you might be able to live your best life. Your dream life, dreams coming true. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. Gemini, November 2025. Divine masculine, conflict, and shocking. Okay. Influences, all dark energy. Yang, masculine, conflict, clashing, differences, incompatibility, shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected, attachments, third parties, peers. I think this energy was the reason why you were 6 of Pentacles. You didn't have a lot of money, divorces, just nonsense. You've been through a lot. Strength reverse. Attachments, third parties, peers, influences. Like, there were other people interfering in your relationship or in your life or in your life purpose. So suppose you had a plan and a goal to be wealthy or to be, you know, financially stable. but you kept meeting men or women who wanted to take your money from you, people who just like, they would take away from your life in some way. They were reductive. They caused financial loss, child support, alimony, divorces, debts, lawsuits. Like, other people were getting involved in you becoming who you're meant to be, I guess. That's finally done. That's done. Or it's about to be done. Divine masculine conflict, all this black energy. This is giving me like the subconscious, things that happened in the past, the 12th house. All this is in the 12th house in this person's brain. This like dark 12th house, past life energy, like shadowy energy, things that you have had to deal with, addictions, vices, negative people, hidden enemies. 12th house stuff is popping for you for this month. Uranus is going back into your 12th house. Gemini rising, which is the house of secrets, hidden enemies. And those, it's like these hidden influences have distracted you or deterred you from becoming this King of Pentacles in some way, shape, or form. Somebody was always in your pockets, but you lost a lot of money. You kept losing money because of greedy women or men, job losses, or sabotage, loss. Something's going on with that. But that's now lightening up. This is the past, I think. You may have, like, you have a retrograde in your sign, in Sagittarius, which is in the sign of Mercury, which is there's a Mercury retrograde, which is a ruling planet in the 7th house, which is the house of open enemies and marriage partners and so on and so forth. I think you're going to, is this going to happen now? I'm getting this is the past because it's black and white. It's like you're dealing with like you're taking stock of how much you had to overcome to get to this point. And because it's like, there's such a drastic difference between the way that you're living now and the way you've lived for the past 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years, I don't know. But your life is so different now that you have no choice but to look back with Mercury going retrograde at all the people you've dated or the loves you've lost, or, you know, how hard it was to get to this point. I think this is the past because it's all black and white. These are memories, these are imprints, these are fears, subconscious thoughts, things that have already happened. With the retrograde, it's already happened. You're just going back and you're thinking about it again. You're reviewing it again. You're just, taking stock. So yeah, that's for you, Gemini. Good luck with that. Now let's go into the sign of Cancer. Lead. I'm hearing lead, L-E-A-D, lead. Lead, are you taking a leadership position? Is it time for you to lead in some way? Jupiter is going retrograde in your sign. Lead, lead. What are you leading? Who are you leading? Why do you need to lead? Spirit guides, lead. Who's in? Okay, this is like a race. You're in the lead. You're ahead. You're out front. You've taken the lead on something. You're in charge, you're out front. You could be the lead candidate for a job. You could be the lead applicant for a house. You're in the lead of something. You're doing something faster, more efficient than other people. You're the first to do something. You're out in the lead now. You're out front. You're being asked to lead in some way. Cancer. Ace of Swords, knowledge, information, insight, message, intuition. Taking charge, leading the charge of what? This is like somebody preparing for battle. Is it a spiritual battle? Is it a physical one? Okay. Someone has gained some clarity about who they are and what they're meant to be doing in this lifetime. So because of that, they can take the lead in situations, whether it's career or relationships or political or whatever, society, they're charging forward because they have clarity. They understand exactly what's going on. They know who they are, what they want to say. They've developed a personality or a voice. Someone's voice is the voice of a leader. Someone's leading the charge is a thought leader, someone who thinks outside the box, who's future oriented. This is going towards the north, the Aquarius, the star card. This is your card, Cancer. You're like in your power this month. There's a grand water trine involving the sun, Venus, Mercury going retrograde back into Scorpio. Then we have Jupiter in Cancer, and then we have Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. So this is you. Okay, so some of you guys may have been led by your emotions in the past. Your emotions led you. They controlled you, the way you felt about things, right? Not your intellect. You're being led by your intellect and your knowledge now of what you know for sure versus how you're feeling, your instincts. So when you operate instinctually, you operate in the shadows. There's a lack of clarity. There's nuance there. There's subjectivity. There's, potential paranoia, shadow influences, fears, doubts. When you operate based on the facts and information that you have, you operate with more clarity, more purpose, more focus, more confidence, and more success. You're becoming more successful because you know exactly who you are, what you want to say. Your mind is cleared up. There's some fog in your brain or something like that. You could be confused, depressed, anxious, fearful, paranoid. That's done. I don't know what happened, but you're done with that. And because of that, you're going to lead the charge for your own life and thus other people. So you'll be able to lead others because you've taken control of your own life in some way, shape, or form. You're not at the mercy of your emotions anymore. It's like you're becoming more knowledgeable, more erudite, more confident, more articulate, more clear, more aware. Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah, getting out of your emotions. This could be like some sort of childhood conditioning or trauma, baggage, cutting away from some sort of family dynamic, the way you were raised, growing out of that. Six of Pentacles, poverty mindset, nickeling and diming yourself. Okay. You may realize that you don't need permission from other people to pursue your goals or to go for the gold or go for whatever you're going for. You guys may have been codependent on your family in the past, and so you did not have the confidence in yourself to make decisions that were not sanctioned or ordained by your family. If your family told you as a child you couldn't be a singer or a dancer, then even though you wanted it for yourself, you would dibble and dabble as a hobby, but you never took it seriously. You're cutting through some sort of fog that was created by your family, some belief system that your family had, language, the way they raised you, socialization, whatever. You're cutting through some sort of family issue and you're moving forward. Could be to a new home. Could be to a new home. Moving out of a family home. This could be you find okay. Suppose you ask somebody to find an apartment for you or find a house for you because you didn't know how to look or where to look or whatever. The person could have installed it or something like that. You take the lead on that as an example and you find what you need for yourself by taking the lead either on a job situation, financial, living situation, not being passive, not being codependent. taking charge of your own life. Things are moving much faster. You're not helpless anymore. You're not waiting for people to do things for you. You're not infantilized in a sense. So you're in charge of your own life now. So this is success. You're going to be successful this month in whatever you choose to do. Whether it's moving, a new job, a new business, a new leadership position, a new book, whatever you're putting out there is going to become successful because you're completely aligned now. 100%. You're totally integrated. You've become integrated. The shadow and the light, yin and yang, moon and sun. There's an integration here of like your shadow side, your self-esteem issues, self-doubt, fears, whatever, and your identity, ego. So this is the sun, moon, ego, anima, animus, anima, alignment, yes. You're totally aligned and integrated into your body and your mind. It's like there's no, it's like a two hemispheres of the brain working in unison. Left brain, right brain working together versus left brain saying one thing and right brain saying another. Your thoughts in one space and your emotions are elsewhere. This is like thinking one thing and saying another, or feeling one thing and saying another, not saying what you want to say or what you mean to say. Your thoughts and emotions were not in alignment. There could be a moon, Mercury square opposition between you guys, or with you guys. Step back. You're being asked to You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what is will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, trust, right? And you did not trust yourself. You did not surrender to yourself either, because your instincts or your intuition was telling you something and you did not listen to it. You kept waiting for permission from other people to give you, to guide you. And that came from your childhood, where you looked to other people to tell you how to live your life. Who you should marry, what degree you should pursue, what you should do as a career, how you should dress, whatever. You're completely like aligning with or integrating the two parts of yourself, the sun and the moon, your identity versus your instinctual emotional needs. This is the anima and the animus. Masculine and feminine. Your wants and your needs are aligned now. You may have wanted one thing and needed something else, or you wanted something but you were doing the opposite of what you should have been doing to get what you wanted. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life to gain a perspective, and that's what this is. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision, and you have stepped back. You did. That's why you're aligned now. It can be hard to make a decision. So span out and view your life from a distance, Chariot card, so that you can get the perspective needed. And that's what's happening here. Either it's happened already or you're going to get that this month. Some sort of clarity, understanding, awareness that leads you to a new direction. You're now taking the lead of your own life. You're in charge of your own life. You're charging ahead with confidence, with clarity, with speed. Hopeless. That's where you were. Obsession. Ugh, nasty energy, nasty. Dark night of the soul. I think I mentioned it earlier. Dark night of the soul. You were going through that situation. I think I mentioned that earlier. I might have. This is nasty. That's why this is so beautiful. It's so significant. It's so jarring. It's like a room has been dark. Someone's been in a dark room for days, weeks, months, and someone like flips the light switch and the room gets bright. But while you were in that dark room, you were learning how to integrate the shadow. or integrate your shadow. You were healing from something. So when the person turned on the light switch, or whoever turned the light switch on, you were not afraid, or you weren't, your eyes didn't hurt, right? You didn't cover your eyes because the light was hurting your eyes. That's not what happened. You were prepared for this. So it's like, because you've integrated the darker aspects of your identity and your psyche, when this light switch turned on, this epiphany, awareness, knowledge, something happened, you were prepared for it, as opposed to running away from it, as you would have in the past. So now you're ready to take on the challenge of being who you're meant to be, because while you were in the shadow area, you were healing in this space, you were healing. Like in a womb or a cocoon, in prison, and you worked through whatever psychological issues you had or emotional issues you had that was given to you by your family. You worked through that, and now you're just, I'm getting like a cold, sharp blade. It's like, it is shimmering. It's like someone's cutting some chains off of themselves. Their legs, their arms. Somebody's cutting the chains. I didn't even notice this. Ropes. I did not see this. The cuttings, they were tied to something or somebody. Could be like energetic cords to family or lovers from the past. Somebody's cutting through that. I didn't even see this. You see this rope, like somebody's cutting the chains or the ropes around their hands or their fingers. Or their feet, I'm sorry, not their fingers. Their hands, their feet, their body. It's like the devil card. They're cutting that chain. Like the sword is so sharp that it can cut through metal, and you swing it once. It's sharp and it's heavy, and it's like, it's sharp and it's heavy, and your confidence in the swing, the amount of force that you're applying to that swing is like the confidence you feel about moving towards this goal. So you know for a fact, this is what you're supposed to do. You have all the information you need, and you're swinging that sword hard, and you're breaking that chain the first time you swing on it. And it makes it sound like this. It's like it's making this sound. It's a really nice sound of like metal breaking. Somebody feels really liberated or free or something. So they're ready to move forward. You can't look back. There's no looking back to this. You've survived, or you've overcome some sort of dark night of the soul challenge, some karmic issues from past lives, mental health issues. You've overcome that, and now you're moving forward, okay? All right, now into the sign of Leo. Thank you for listening, Cancer. Let's get to Leo, sun, moon, and rising signs. What say you, Leo? Spirit guys, what's happening for Leo for the month of November 2025? Leos. Mercury's going retrograde in your 5th house. You could hear from a former lover. Issues with children. Could be coming back to the fore. Something that you went through a couple months ago could be up for review again or reassessment. I don't know. Your child could be going through something that happened, going through a repeat of something that happened a few months ago, maybe. What's happening for Leo, sun, moon, and rising signs? And it's affecting the 4th house, home, family. What's happening for Leo? Leo, sun, moon, and rising signs. Love me in a special way. What more can I say? Love me now. Who's that? DeBarge? Love me in a special way. What more can I say? Love me now. Interesting. Is this a rebound situation, Leo? Somebody from your past could be coming back, offering you commitment or something. Okay, as an example, this could be someone that you were dating for a while. You guys broke up because it wasn't going anywhere, and then they come back during a retrograde proposing marriage to you because they want you back, something like that. Or someone giving you a gift, right? Because, you know, during your relationship, they didn't treat you right. Someone is trying to offer you something tangible to heal a breakup or some disappointing experience you had with them. So, or you could be, no, someone's giving this to you. Someone's giving this to you. Someone's offering you something, Leo. They want to heal the relationship. They're giving you a gift or something tangible to say they're sorry. And the retrograde is in your 5th house. So, 6 of Pentacles, somebody who nickeled and dimed you, breadcrumbed you, didn't really give you much. Somebody who was cheap. The Wheel of Fortune return. Yes, somebody's coming back from the past. Okay, so suppose you guys were dating, this person didn't want to pay for anything, they were mad cheap. And you broke up with them because of that. You broke up with them because, you broke up with them because y'all didn't go anywhere, they didn't buy you anything. They were penny pinch, like you said, you were begging for the bare minimum. And they may come back and offer you something, money, a gift, a trip, something to show that they really want to be with you. Essentially, that's kind of very simple. No major arcana here. It's 3 of Swords, not 10 of Swords. This breakup was unfortunate, but it's not as bad as because you kind of saw it coming. Because this person with the 3 of Swords, it wasn't like they betrayed you. It's just like they disappointed you, right? They didn't meet up to your expectations. And now they may be coming back to offer you something to prove that they want to be with you. So what's going on with Leo? You may be trying this out again, or they may offer you an opportunity for this to work out again. And now there's a remote possibility that you've moved on to somebody else already, and it could be a third-party situation. We'll see. Presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment. They could be asking for your presence, to see you again, to hang out, whatever. To stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you'll miss all of its beauty. Patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in a moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. So you could have grown impatient with this person, irritated with them, because they weren't giving you what you wanted or needed when you asked for it, or it was just like, I don't know, pulling teeth. They were cheap. They were not just cheap as far as like material things, but they were not investing in the relationship energetically, emotionally, mentally. They were giving you the bare minimum, bare bone stuff. No dates, no, it was nothing. It was whack. The relationship was whack, and that's why you left them, and you were okay with that because they didn't give you anything anyway. You wasn't losing nothing. So what's the difference? Now they're asking for your presence. They're returning to you to see you again and hang out with you, I guess, to give you what they didn't give you before. They are disappointed about what happened, and so are you, but it never got off the ground. Like, this is like a early relationship. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted. The retrograde is here, breaking point, limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. So this is what happened in that relationship. Like, there was an imbalance of reciprocity or investment. One person was doing all the work in a relationship. They were, spending the most money. They were planning all the dates. They were doing all the work to manage this relationship, and now y'all broke up because of that. Like, somebody didn't put enough effort. So because of that, I guess this person they may be going through a bout of bad luck after you guys broke up. Or self-sabotage. Cloudy judgment and breaking point. They may have taken you for granted as well, this person. Like, they didn't need you, or they didn't have to invest in a situation. Like, because you were so generous, it made them feel like they didn't have to give you anything because you had it all already, something like that. Or you didn't ask for much. So something was not balanced here. 6 of Pentacles was upright. It was distorted. They spelled distorted wrong. And so you were like, I'm done. Something happened. It was a breaking point. It could have been financial. You found something out about them financially, or money was the reason why y'all broke up. This person could annoy you. But the patience, you lost patience with them. They could have become annoying in some way. So you broke up with them because, this is a lightweight reading. Somebody from your past might come back and offer you what they didn't want to offer you when you were together, to try to get you back for the month of November. Make sure you're making your decisions based on the facts and what you want, not out of loneliness and desperation and like, I need a man or whatever is going on. Or a woman. Or like flattery. I'm flattered. Look at how much money he spent on me. He must really love me. And it's just a ploy for gaslighting and love bombing. Okay, now let's get into the sign of Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. Virgo, what's happening with you guys? November 2025, Spirit guides, thank you for your support. Let's connect with the energy of Virgos for the month of November 2025. Virgo energy, 2025. The sun card, yay! Happiness, joy, illumination, fun, children, grand water trine involving your 7th house, because Neptune and Saturn are in Pisces, which could indicate wish fulfillment. Scorpio's in your 3rd house of short distance travel, communication, and Mercury's going retrograde from your 4th to your 3rd. So this could be happy times in the family, at home, with a loved one. Good times. Good times, family, home, loved ones. Yes, this is a good month for you guys. I'm getting like you guys went through a really tough period over the past several days, weeks, months, years, and it's culminating. It's coming to a point of fruition. It's done now. Something's closing out. You're free. It could be a baby, a pregnancy announcement. Pregnancy announcement. So somebody could be getting pregnant. Very few of you, very rare, but somebody could be getting pregnant, which is great. So things are going great in your family this month. Home, family, whatever. Your life is good right now. Life is great. You're getting what you want. You feel happy. You feel safe, at peace. You feel loved, nurtured, supported. You feel you're just doing great. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Everything's amazing. Children, babies, family, everything you ever wanted is all here. Page of Swords. This is, you know what? This is something that you've wanted for a while. You may be showing this stuff on social media, like you may be taking pictures with your boyfriend, your wife, your spouse, your kids, and posting it on social media. The Page of Swords is spying, communicating, learning. Page of Swords. Mercury is going retrograde, which is your ruling planet. You could be hearing back from your family, like Thanksgiving. This could be a Thanksgiving reunion. You're seeing loved ones and family members and friends that you haven't seen for a while. Like this year, everybody's coming together and there's less drama. I don't know, there's a very healing energy around family. This month, Thanksgiving is going to be popping for you guys. A very good Thanksgiving. You'll see people you haven't seen in a while. There's like, it'll feel like old times again. It'll feel like old times. Like it used to be when you were kids, or this could be a big family reunion. Traditions. Someone's really happy. Like they're getting everything they've wanted. Money's looking good. Emotional stuff. Children. A new lease on life. There could be a baby in a situation. An air sign baby. Libra baby. Gemini or Aquarius baby born in the family. But the family's growing and there's more prosperity and love and success. Like this is a wonderful month for you guys. You're feeling blessed. There could even be a marriage proposal for some of you. Marriage. Like everything's working out. Everything's great. What's going on for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and rising signs for November 2025? Great. It's all good. Grounding, yeah, family. You're asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feelings this brings. Your family is like, the family roots are growing. We see the roots underneath here. This could be a family reunion or a baby on the way. It's like the baby's announced during Thanksgiving, a pregnancy's announced during Thanksgiving, a wedding, like somebody's family's growing. Compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. And that's what's here now. Like the energy is so positive. You don't have time to be an asshole. You don't even want to be an asshole, Virgo. This is really nice, really sweet energy. Lovely, lovely. Grand water trine involving Saturn, Neptune, the Sun, Venus, Jupiter, and who else? Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Neptune, the Sun. Longing, clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying, craving, aching, wanting, chemistry. This person is now here. This could be a different situation, not related to this. Let me shuffle again because I didn't get to fully ask the question. What's going on with Virgo? November 2025. Virgo, November 2025. What's happening with you guys? These are love cards or emotional oracle cards, I guess. It's a very different energy than what this is. We'll find out. Escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Depth, awareness, importance, value. Yeah, this is different from this. You guys will be going on vacation. This month, traveling. You could also be escaping from your work, like taking vacation from work to spend time with family, to build deeper, intimate bonds with people you care about, who are important to you. So you could be pushing away, outside forces, other people, your job, your boss, friends, whatever. Whoever is preventing you from making this connection with your family, loved ones, wife, girlfriend, you're walking away from them in some way. You're putting up boundaries. This is an escape. You'll feel like this vacation or whatever, this reunion is reinvigorating you in some way. Like you needed to get away from these people or your job or whatever, or the city, or you're going back to the country. You're going on vacation to your homeland. You're escaping from urban life, your job, going on vacation to hang out with family and friends. This is a really good energy. And this is like, this escape is allowing you to reconnect and reground yourself. You're reconnecting with yourself and you're grounding yourself in reality, Not the reality of paying bills, but nature, your physical body, your auric field, love, family, community, food, good food, home cooked food, soul food. Like you miss your mama's cooking or something like that, or somebody's, if the family's cooking, they're all putting their stuff together, and you miss that, and that's helping you to heal in some way. And it's reminding you of what's important in life. Not the money, but family is important to you. So you're seeing that now, Virgo. This is great. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, your 4th house, perfect for that. Reminiscing about family, reconnecting with family, and remembering that family is the most important thing for you, okay? All right, good luck with that, Virgo. Now onto the sign of Libra. Libra, my favorite messy sign. Second to Sagittarius. Sagittarius have a whole different level of mess that I envy sometimes, because you always come out unscathed for some reason. Okay, let's go to Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2025. Libra, Libra. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. Wanting to forget someone that you loved, once loved. 5 of Cups popped out when I said that. Someone could be watching that movie with Jim Carrey. I didn't watch the movie, but I think the premise of the movie was a man was in love with a woman. He couldn't get over her, so I think he opted for some sort of procedure or something that could help him forget about her. And I think that's what you're wanting to do, or you're trying to forget someone that you are not with or you can't be with for some reason. You're wondering how it would have been if you never met this person. Trying to forget your past, 8 of Cups. Trying to forget your past. Like sanitizing your past, sanitizing your brain. Too many memories, too many disappointments, too many losses, too much pain. How would someone wants relief from like being haunted by somebody or something they did. Someone's haunted. Lover's card, Gemini energy, haunted by a Gemini. The Chariot card, moving forward. You may try to, so you're either going towards this person, you're leaving them behind. Two major arcana. This situation changed your life significantly. You could be traveling to get away. It's like, okay, you could be moving away or moving out of town, out of state, out of the country to get away from the memories of this person. Like you don't want to think about them anymore. You could be going towards a Cancer. You could be going towards Gemini or vice versa. Depends on the situation, but you're making a choice to either make a move or forget about them. Not just forget about them, like leave the country. Retire abroad. Go somewhere where you're not reminded of them. So you're going towards this person, you're going away from them. Depending on the Libra I'm talking to. You could be going towards this lover person you can't forget, or you're moving out of town, city, state, country to get away from their memory. You can't forget this person. The devil's kind of here. The devil is showing up here. It's 5 of Swords. And you can't forget them. They're in your mind all the time. They're haunting you. Knight of Wands reverse. Some sort of sexual impropriety, or you could be coming back to them to, be intimate with them in some way. That could be the reason why you broke up in the first place. Somebody cheated on somebody. Now you can't get over them because you betrayed this person. You messed up, Libra. Or you could be going to them for a booty call. You could be looking for a booty call, or you could be, again, reminiscing about something you did in the past that caused this to end. Being sexually reckless. So it's like, I don't know, you're haunted by this person. You can't stop thinking about them or what you did or whatever. And so either you're going to act on these thoughts and feelings, or you're going to just try to erase this person in some way, shape, or form. Like, just stop thinking about them. Like, move away to a different country, state, something where they can't get to you. You don't. It's like you guys may have traveled a lot when you were together, or you went to a lot of places, restaurants, and when you go out, you're always reminded of them. Like, it's just something like that. You guys have Cancer in your chart. Very sentimental energy. You could be very sentimental with this person. Sentimental. What's going on with Libra, November 2025? Advice for Libra. What do Librans need to do here? Pause and step back. And that's the opposite of what this is. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back. Didn't Cancer get step back? Cancer's here too. Look at all the possible outcomes and make sure you're heading in the right direction before moving forward. That's the Chariot. So know what you're doing. So somebody, okay. If you were a clown in the past, Libra, or cross watchers, if you were a clown in the past towards Libra, you may be psyching yourself into, or tricking yourself into believing that this person wants to see you again, and they may not. Especially if you were a clown in the past, Knight of Wands reverse, Five of Swords, deceptive communication, gaslighting, narcissism. Like, they may not want to hear from you again, but you may convince yourself they want to see you. And before you do that, make sure that you know what you're talking about. If they haven't moved on yet, like, I don't know if they want to see you or not. If this is the kind of energy you came with, Five of Swords, Knight of Wands reverse, they may not want to see you. They may not want to hear from you. So before you get your hopes up and start charging ahead and professing your love to this person, make sure they want to see you in the first place, because they might not. What's happening for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2025? Make sure they want to see you, because they might not. Especially if you were a clown in the past. You were playing the field or whatever you were doing. Gaslighting, lying, saying what you wanted to say or needed to say, get what you wanted. Intimacy, right. Bonding, sensual, confiding. I love you. I miss you. Peace, balance, harmony, friendship. Someone wants to make things right with you, Libra, or vice versa. You want to make things right with somebody else. And if, you know, if you're sincere about it and they're single, and then so be it. If they're sincere about it, I don't know what to tell you. But before you move toward this person, make sure they want to hear from you, and you don't profess your love to this person with the same intentions of nonsense, because they can read through you now. Like, this person with this Gemini energy and the Five of Swords, they know your game. They kind of can see the moves you're going to make before you make them even. So they're aware of what's happening, or they're aware of it's like you could have lied a lot of times, or they know your games. That's why they're not with you anymore. Or vice versa for the cross watcher. So now you're going to charge ahead. I love you, I want to be with you. But you said that before, and you still was cheating and playing games. So I don't know what to say, Libra. Make sure before you make this decision to reach out to them, pause, think, and step back. Reflect, okay? Mercury's retrograde. You're thinking about them more than usual, okay? Especially if it's Gemini or somebody with Libra with Cancer placements. Cancer, Gemini placements, okay? So that could be a situation for you to deal with. Good luck with that, Libra. All right, now onto the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio gang, happy birthday to you guys. Scorpio gang, what's happening? My tribe, how y'all doing? November 2025. I'm hearing you goddamn right. You goddamn right. Is that a declaration? Is that an affirmation? Is that This is like yeah, like this is somebody's getting what they want. They're getting what they want. Like, you goddamn right. Like, suppose they apply for a job or something. It's like a declaration of victory. You goddamn right. Sinister. Two of Cups. Okay. Chariot. Please don't be a Libra. Y'all might be dealing with a Libra, someone a rising sign. Who else has this? I think Cancer did too. The Chariot card. Well, Scorpio, Mercury's going retrograde in your second house, going back to the first house. Somebody from the past could come back to you, especially if you have Cancer placements in your chart. This is also Cancer, Two of Cups. Jupiter is in your 9th house of long distance travel. Somebody could be coming from afar to come see you. We'll see. Chariot and the Two of Cups. Yeah, somebody coming from your past, or somebody's coming toward. It could be either way. They're either coming towards you, or they're from the past. They're returning to you, or this is a new person coming your way. Two of Cups is usually a new relationship. But the Chariot is Cancer, which deals with the past, sentimental feelings, emotions, someone charging ahead because they now know what they want after reviewing or reflecting or reassessing the situation from the past. I don't know. It could be both. Someone from the past and someone new coming in. Two of Cups, a new connection. It could be both. Someone that you met in the past, never got off the ground with this person, and now they're coming back to make things more official. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. Two of Cups and the Chariot card for Scorpios. I just heard, congratulations, Ace of Cups. Whoever this is. Okay, girl, guy, Chariot card. Somebody's offering something. Death card, somebody from your past. Or again, this could be a whole new person that is a symbol of the end of an old cycle. So this is a type of guy you've never dated before. Scorpio energy potentially. Pluto person, Plutonian energy. Mars energy also. So this person's coming towards you to start a whole new cycle. Something ended between you guys. Or again, if it's a new person, this person is not like anybody else you've ever dated. Totally different. What's happening for Scorpio? All love this way. All love this month. I'm hearing you goddamn right. You goddamn right what? So the Scorpio could be saying to themselves, like they're all that. Like, you goddamn right they came back. Or you goddamn right he want to commit to me. Or you goddamn right he's not, I got options. Something like that. Something that's affirmative. Like, you knew they were going to come back, or you knew this was going to happen. Like, speak up. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. This could be somebody coming towards you, or cross watchers, Scorpios could be coming towards you to tell you how they feel. Reassess. A Mercury retrograde. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what bring you joy and who and what don't. It's time for some life cleanup. Right. This person's come back from the past. Or again, a new person's coming in, and this is a whole new cycle of love and romance where you are now receiving and giving in equal amounts. There's reciprocity here. There's no more lopsided, one-sided relationships with third parties, with broke people, whatever. You're out. You're now getting what you deserve or what you're putting into it. So somebody may tell you how they feel about you. They may express their emotions to you in some way. It could be a Libra, someone a rising sign, a Cancer, someone a rising sign. Who else had this? I don't know. So we'll see. Somebody said, you goddamn right. Releasing. letting go, moving on, walking away for Scorpio, and that is distance, separation, space, and blockage. This is what you did, Death card. And then this person's coming towards you now because you let them go, and now they're back, and you're like, you goddamn right they're back. Where else were they going to go? You knew it. They were going to come back. So you feel empowered in some way? Hopefully you want to see them. If you don't want to see them, then I don't know. That's a different conversation. I don't like people that I don't want to see sneaking up on me. I don't like that. Some of you guys are okay with that. If you want to see the person and then they sneak up on you, that's different. If you don't want to see them and they try to sneak up on you, that's a different animal. I hate that shit. I hate it. It's awful. But this ain't about me. So hopefully whoever's popping up on you guys, or you guys could be traveling to see somebody. You guys could be traveling to meet up with this person. So you could be traveling to see them. They could be traveling to see you. They could be from the past. They could be from a new relationship. It depends. It's a general readings, but there could be some travel involved in this situation. I'm going to go see him and we're going to hang out. And there's distance here. So you could be traveling over distance to see this person, and they could be traveling over distance to see you. This could be same country, same state. This is like a flight though. Somebody taking a flight. This is the air. This is, you're in the air. So, but for this person, they're in a car. So there's something with distance here involving like traveling, transportation, movement. Someone could be going to see you, coming to see you, or you're going to see somebody, Scorpio. There's like a mutual connection here. Okay. It depends on who I'm talking to. We'll see, but it looks like it's great. All right, now into the sign of Sagittarius. Thank you. Going to see somebody. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Because the time is now or never to make your dreams come true. You better wake up and pay attention. Where's that song come from? The Death card is here. Sagittarius, someone in rising sign. November 2025. This is your retrograde energy month, Sagittarius. Saggies. November 2025. Temperance. This is you. Yes. Peace, balance, healing, affinity, synergy, magnetism, connection, attraction, healing. It's like once you tap into this energy, you become abundant. You're attracting opportunities because you're in this space. You're trying to manifest something through the power of what? Visualization. Some of you guys could be doing, magic, tricks, spell work, candle work. You're trying to attract or pull someone or something to you. Two of Wands, trying to pull someone or something to you. Two of Wands is a new business, basically you're making plans to create something new. So the idea is the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands represents the things you're doing to execute that plan or implement that plan. Three of Wands represent, okay, first phase is done. Let's see what happens now. So this is the first steps in some sort of plan you've made. The two representing harmony, balance, duality, moon energy, relationships, compromises. Just like a long-term plan. Okay, so you guys have made some sort of plan, a goal or plan, and you are taking practical, decisive steps towards executing that plan or implementing that plan. In order to do that, you have to be completely aligned energetically, mentally, physically, emotionally. This is energy work. You're doing energy work to attract this opportunity to you, a relationship, career, abundance. This is doing energy work in this case. Scorpio is your 12th house of spirituality, energies, hidden enemies, secrets, the subconscious, intuition, psychic abilities, the past, history, all this stuff. So you are, it's almost like channeling, alchemizing energy, alchemizing what? Alchemizing the dissonant aspects of your identity, your psyche, whatever is preventing you from accomplishing your goals. You are trying to assimilate it, process it, and get rid of it. It's almost like, this is like the power of manifestation through visualization. So you are locked into a specific vision and you're applying all of your energy into accomplishing this goal. This is psychic work, energy work, candle magic, rituals, whatever you're doing to dissolve or destroy or remove the barrier between your between your current reality and the reality that you want. So here's where you are now, your current situation. You're doing something, saying something, visualizing something. You're doing some sort of ritual, routine, affirmation, some work to completely align with energetically what you want, how you want your life to look. It's like it's almost like, what's it called? Quantum leaping. This is quantum leaping energy. Like taking 2 cups of water, putting something on that, writing something in the water, cup of water, and drinking that, trying to quantum leap into a new reality. These 2s here, this is the reality you're visualizing, and this is what you're doing to connect with that reality. This is quantum leaping, 2 cups. Someone's doing that this month. It could be for a new house, a job, a relationship, whatever, but you are going to, this is like, it's like you're completely like aligning with it. There's no distractions. You're so focused on this. You're meditating on it. You're praying about it. You're concentrating on it. You're chanting, praying, focusing on whatever this is. Quantum leaping, 2 cups of water, drinking 1 cup, or pouring something with that. There's a cup of water somebody's drinking or pouring into another cup. So 1 cup represents your current reality. You're putting energy into that. Then another cup represents your ideal reality, where you want to go, and you're pouring that cup into this cup. Something like that, where you're trying to use energy work or energy magic to manifest your dreams. Neptune is conjunct Pisces in your 4th house. Sorry, Neptune is conjunct Saturn in your 4th house of home and family, but also the subconscious, your emotions. You're emotionally aligning with the reality you want to experience. You're visualizing it, and you're visualizing it. Yeah, you're trying to see it before it happens. And you're in that space, like you're meditating on it, you're dreaming about it, you're trying to manifest it. It's almost like a ritual. This is quantum leaping here, okay? Let us continue with, the Magician might pop out, I don't know. Temperance and the 2 of Wands for Sagittarius. 9 of Wands reversed. You know, it's like this is resistance. You're not resisting it anymore. There was something in your psyche or your energy that was resisting this potential, this reality, whether it was self-doubt, insecurities, fears, you know, unconscious situations, I don't know. And you're letting that go. 3 of Wands reversed, right. New plan. This is all energy. Fire in it. This is fire. I'm going to use energy to manifest my reality. I don't see no pentacles, no swords. All energy work. Your feelings, your thoughts. This is the water here, fire and water. How can I give birth to a new reality? Pisces into Aries. How can I give birth to a new reality without having the resources that I need on paper? How can I use my energy to manifest the reality that I want? So you guys are getting into your I don't want to say voodoo. It's not voodoo like that. It's, you know, you're doing energy work, magic, manifestation, visualization through manifestation. Sorry, manifestation through visualization. Like you're trying to program yourself into this reality. Like you're quantum leaping. You're writing your own program, like your own mental program, energy program. You're programming your energy into this space. Create, yes. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. So you're trying to create your own reality. This part of you needs extra attention right now. You're focusing heavily on that. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. Focus, thank you. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and toward what is. Paying extra attention. And that's what you're doing here with this visualization and affirmations and prayers and meditation and all this stuff. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step towards creating an amazing life. Are you trying to reach out to somebody, trying to find somebody, astral traveling, you know, remote viewing, telekinesis, quantum leaping, energy work? How can I use my energy to create the reality that I want to live in? So you guys could be getting into like Joe Dispenza, something like that. Interesting. Saggies, I can always look forward to you guys having an interesting reading. You're my favorite sign. One of my favorite signs. Okay, let's go into Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for... Okay. Let's try this again. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for November 2025. November. Saggies. Ooh, I feel tired. I just feel like I got hit with a wave of fatigue. Y'all are burning yourselves out doing this. You're doing this like fervently, like just obsessively. What's happening? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing, right? Moon energy, 12th house energy. Doing this. Hopefully you guys aren't trying to pull someone towards you that's not interested. Yeah, I'm feeling like my energy is being pulled out of my body right now. Someone's using moon magic, something like that. Visualizations, affirmations, something, prayer to find someone, to connect with someone. Baby Come to Me by Regina. Was that Regina? Is that Regina Hall? Baby Come to Me because I love you. That's Regina Hall, right? Is that Regina Hall? That's the actress. What's her name? Baby Come to Me because I love you. Thinking of you. It has to be Regina Hall. But isn't Regina Hall an actress? And then Regina King was an actress too. I forgot her name. Something tells me my words are going straight to your heart. You will be all mine. Is that Regina Hall? I think it is. Perspective. Better off. Happiness. Clear headspace. I'm literally feeling like somebody's pulling on my energy right now. I don't know any Sagittarians at all. So, like personally, I'm not gonna say that. I have Sag family members, but I don't have any Sag friends like that. And I don't know many Sages at all, like personally or professionally. So I don't know who this could be. It ain't for me. So somebody is being pulled on by a Sag, or a Sag, you're being pulled on energetically by you know, somebody who's trying to get you to be with them. I don't know. I feel extremely drained now, like somebody just pulling my energy. Okay. I don't know any Sag is stupid enough to do that to me. Don't do that. Because you might not like what you oh, we all have our little guardian trolls. Troll guardians, I guess. Okay, let's go into, I don't know anybody doing that, but that's not saying that it's not possible, but I don't know why I'm feeling that. Maybe I'm feeling what you guys are going through. I don't think it's me. Okay, what's happening to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for the November 2025 Capricorns? Yay! Again, Hiachi from Tekken. Why do I keep seeing Hiachi from Tekken for Capricorns? Hiachi Mishima is one of the main characters for Tekken, and he's the father of Kazuya and the grandfather of, what's his name? Ken, I believe his name? Jin. No, he's the father of Kazuya and the grandfather of Jin. And Kazuya and him have a contentious relationship. There's something wrong with somebody's father where they resent them. There's anger towards the daddy, which is very typical of a Capricorn archetype, which is Saturn. This is the daddy of the zodiac. You guys ever deal with daddy issues? Kazuya did not like, not Kazuya, Hiachi did not like his son. He used his grandson against his son. He tried to kill Kazuya, or throw him into a volcano. If you guys played the Tekken game, I don't know. So what's happening? 10 of Wands, some sort of burden, baggage, responsibilities, debts, labor, feeling stressed out, trying to heal, star card, yeah. Aquarius energy, Pluto's in Aquarius, your second house of finances, resources, personal values, this could also be energy healing, but the energy healing comes through healing your relationship with your father. Some of you guys may have adopted a lifestyle to cope with paternal abuse or neglect. This is like someone who's desperate to be successful, to prove to their father that they're not a loser like them, or to get their father's approval, period. If I'm successful, maybe he'll love me kind of energy. Putting that down. Strength reverse. Yeah, putting that down. Realizing that it won't make a difference, or you can't win with this person. Queen of Swords, it won't make a difference. Libra energy, Aquarius energy, Gemini, but it's like Libra energy also. Yeah, you're cutting some sort of emotional connection off, or like you're cutting some sort of energetic cord to your childhood, or to whatever was motivating you to becoming so ambitious and desperate for money or resources. If I'm successful, then maybe they'll love me. They'll come back. They'll see my value. Capricorn energy, I gotta be successful. I gotta be a boss or a king or whatever, to prove that I'm not like my father, and to also, you know, gain the approval of my father. I'm getting daddy energy here. Someone's healing their energy or their relationship with themselves. This is someone's really putting in the work to heal themselves. Like they're going to therapy, counseling, they're doing yoga. Like they're really trying to work hard to fix their issues, because they can't do this anymore. It's like they're burnt out. So their whole life could be falling apart, or it's becoming more difficult to maintain and sustain all the stuff that you've built or accumulated in pursuit of this unachievable goal, or this like impossible goal of getting your father's approval. No matter what you say and do, it won't please this person. They're bitter or miserable, or something's wrong with them. They're jealous of you. No matter what you do to please this person, it's never going to be what you think it is. They're jealous of you. There's like detachment here. There's no warmth in that relationship. They could see you as an op, or they could see you as someone who prevented them from being successful themselves. So it's like This father figure could have resented his children because he blames them for not being successful or having to make sacrifices for them. So the children are trying to prove, this Capricorn child is trying to prove their value, their worth to their father by, you know, being successful, all these businesses, all this money. Like, he's a mogul, but it's hard to maintain this. And he's asking himself, why am I even doing this? I'm doing this for the wrong reasons. He's realizing that he's doing this for a person who doesn't even care, or who will never be proud of him because he's jealous of him in some way. Strength reverse. I'm just putting this down. Just like, I don't know, retiring or releasing control, not being so egotistical or so focused on success, not being a workaholic, focusing on family and love. Family and love, not just worry about money. Somebody's worry about money and status. That's being put down because no matter how much money they got, their father, or status they got, their father wouldn't care. Their father wouldn't care. Because it was jealousy. There's like a detached relationship. Queen of Swords and the Star card. You thinking that, you know, if I become successful, it'll heal our relationship because we're not talking right now, or we don't have a father-son relationship. We don't. It could be for girls too, women, but I'm getting a male energy here. Present, step back, right? Being present in the moment and stepping back. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, to stop ruminating about the past, right? The past, your childhood, how your father treated you, or he wasn't there for you, right? Or longing for the future, a future where your father would treat you the way that he didn't treat you as a kid. Staying in the moment, what's going on right now? Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all this beauty, right? You have abundance, you have money, you have a house, you have this, you have that, but you can't even enjoy it because your daddy doesn't approve or doesn't care. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life to gain perspective. Queen of Swords, Star card. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. And Ten of Wands is like, you have spent so many years trying to work through these emotions, these insecurities, these doubts, whatever this is. You forgot why you were doing this in the first place. You forgot why you became so ambitious, so hungry for money and power. And by the time you wake up at 35, 40 years old, you have all this wealth and power, but your father still doesn't care, or he's not there in some way, right? He's still not proud of you. He still has something to complain about. He's still jealous of you, something like that. It can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Detached, yes. Queen of Swords, Star card, and that's what you're doing now. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to, which is your father's approval, your parents' approval, your boss's approval, some person authority's approval, because you're not gonna get it. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Stop trying to please your father by being successful. Stop trying to prove your worth to your father or your boss. Lighten up. Thank you. Put this down. Strength. Put the Ten of Wands down. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious, Capricorn, Saturn ruled people. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on Earth because Saturn does suck. But you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. And you forgot how to do that because you're so focused on making money, being successful, being seen as a certain way for your father to like you. It's so important that you do, and you're losing yourself in all this work, and you're like, for what? I think you're realizing now with the retrograde, what am I doing this for? Why am I so obsessed with money? Why am I doing whatever? So, yeah, we'll see. What's happening with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Capricorn. 1122. I keep seeing 1122. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. November 2025, we have Divine Feminine. a woman, a mother, depth. So maybe you're married to someone or you want to meet someone who's a divine feminine, a woman who can help heal your relationship to yourself, a mother figure, Cancer energy, Cancer, someone, a rising sign, Pisces, someone, a rising sign, awareness, importance, and value. So this person could be healing this issue. I think that was June. June had a baby by Kazuya. June was the opposite of Kazuya and Hiachi. June gave birth to Jin. Okay? June was a very healing, natural, beautiful, plain woman. I think she got killed by Hiachi, though. I don't know. I forgot. I think Hiachi killed June and then took Jin to raise him to be what he wanted him to be. June raised Jin to protect him from Kazuya. Not Kazuya, Kazuya and his father. So Hiachi, I think, killed her. Somebody killed her. And then they raised him. They took him and stuff. So, yeah, anyway, that's not going to happen here. But I'm just saying, this could be a mother figure. Reconnecting to your Cancer energy, wherever Cancer is in your 7th house, which is the house of marriage. A woman could be in your life already that has this energy. Appreciate her, right? You may have been ignoring her for a while or didn't see her value because you were so focused on becoming a mogul, a boss, employee of the month, having all this money and wealth and status for your father to love you when she's been here the whole time waiting for you and you've been ignoring her. So there's an opportunity for you to strengthen your relationship with this woman. Jupiter's in Cancer, your 7th house. You might meet this person. You might meet a soulmate this year. Once you put these wands down, you'll have the time to be present and notice that there's women around you who want to give you this nurturing, loving, supportive, warm, affirming, feminine energy, okay? Very masculine, very wands, swords, no cups. No cups here. Just ambition, money, business, deals, contracts, financial success, get into the bag, right? And that's a way for you to cover up your insecurities about your father, okay? He don't care anyway, not to like that, but he's jealous of you. So he could never give you what you want. All right, let's go into Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and rising signs. I just heard, listen. Y'all gotta forgive me, okay? These are not my words. I just heard the word penis as soon as I heard it. I said Aquarius. I don't know what this is about. But this is, Are you guys thinking about somebody's penis size? Are you guys mad about it? Somebody's penis size? Are you concerned about your penis size? Penis is here. Why? Aquarius. Oh, man. The wands might come out. We'll see. What's going on with Aquarius for November? Penis, sex, male energy, fertility, penis size. Somebody's wondering about somebody's size. Somebody's happy about somebody's size, or this size is important. Something to deal with that. I don't know what's going on. That's your situation. So what's happening for Aquarians in regards to this November 2025 reading? The moon in reverse. Okay. The cards are usually upright. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Is someone having dreams about this person, this earth sign person? Okay. An Aquarius may have a lot of chemistry with this person. The chemistry is so overwhelming that they can't think about anything else but this person. They're I don't know, they're fantasizing about them, dreaming about this person, about being intimate with them. They're kind of obsessed with this person. I don't know if you've been into it yet. I don't know, but the moon reverse is like, you know, feelings being revealed in some way, shape, or form. But it could also be emotional disturbance, depending on the situation. But this could be a person that you're obsessed about or you're thinking about in that way. Like this person is, you're having dreams about them, fantasies about them. They're haunting you in some way. Four of Swords, dreaming, dream state, resting. Now, side note. Please use protection if you're sleeping with anybody. Do not have unprotected sex at this time. You don't want this to be something negative. How did I catch this? Who am I pregnant by? Nonsense like that. But on a lighter note, it could just be you fantasizing about someone that you're not with at this time. Page of Pentacles reverse. Page to the King. This is somebody you really want to be with. But these emotions they don't make sense. They're too strong for the situation that you're in. They're confusing. It's almost like an obsession. But you're not together yet. Or you want to be together, but it's like some of you guys may be fantasizing with this person, obsessed with them to get over something else. This is, you're not obsessed with them or fantasizing about them because of who they are. There's something going on within you subconsciously. Some insecurity you have about being alone that's causing you to like latch on to the next person that's in your vicinity. So you go from the Page to the King. You're not even dating right now. It's like you see them as a future husband or spouse, but you're not even together. Like, so it's like, this is like desperation. Almost. You are thinking that they're going to save you from feeling like this. Like you only feel like this when you're single. So if I get a man or a woman, I don't have to deal with my own insecurities. That I don't feel, someone does not feel comfortable being single. They feel like out of sorts. They have to be with somebody. So somebody is here, but the amount of emotions you have for this person is disproportionate to the depth of the connection you have. You just met this person. You don't even know them like that. But it's like you're making them out to be more than what they are because of something missing inside of you. So it's like I don't know, you're sexually fantasizing about this person. You want sexual healing from this person, or you're thinking that if the sex is great, then they must love me or something like that. I don't know. This ain't about them, it's about you. It's like you're putting too much into this. You're projecting qualities onto this person or things onto this person to fill in the space, like to fill in the void of being single. So you're by yourself, you don't like your own company, so you're like you're thinking about this person to fill in the void of being single. Like their illusion, their I don't know, the fantasy of who you want them to be is a way for you to date them without actually being with them. So you're fantasizing about sleeping with them, how big their meat is, but it's not about them. This is your issue. You're very insecure, whoever this is. You're like using this person to avoid being single. You're going from Page of Pentacles reverse. They kind of ask you out, or there's some flirtation going on maybe. And then you're planning a wedding or marriage. Like you're thinking, well, this could be the one. They must love me if they're having sex, something like that. It's like something's overboard. Something is not balanced. Somebody could have mood issues, emotional imbalance here. Like maybe a mood disorder. I'm not a doctor, but it could be someone who falls in love fast and then who falls out of love really fast. And it's not about the person they're with, it's them. Presence, again, right, you just want somebody there. Doesn't matter who it is, it's somebody. Bravery. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, to stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future, right? With this person, like this person's already here, or you could have met somebody recently who's the Page of Pentacles reversed. They could have, flirted with you, but they didn't say they want to be with you like that. They could, I don't know. And you're reading more into it than what it is, because this person represents something that you don't think you have within yourself, or you're afraid of being single or alone, something like that. It's something going on emotionally. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you'll miss all this beauty. You don't think, like, you're not happy being single. You're the kind of person that always needs to be in a relationship. Constantly. Like, as soon as you break up one person, somebody else is there, and you don't know these people. Bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. And the decision is being single. Be by yourself. But you have the strength and bravery to make the decision. And you'll feel so much lighter when you do. Somebody's afraid of being by themselves. They'll make excuses. Like, somebody says hi to them. A guy or girl says hi to them, and they come up with this whole movie in their brain about what this is. Somebody's moon is very afflicted, or a very fertile moon. Cancer moon, Taurus moon, Jupiter moon aspects, North Node moon aspects, Neptune moon aspects. Like this, they go all over the place with just a hi. This man just said hi, the girl just said hi, and you're thinking that they want to marry you. But it's not about them, it's about you. So you need that. I guess you want to sleep with them to convince them that you're worthy of something. Like, you may use sex as a way to feel worthy, loved, validated. Intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. This is kind of like the moon card, which is your intuition. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. So it's like you may have felt like you were unattractive growing up. Nobody wanted to be with you. You had a hard childhood. You were neglected, treated poorly, whatever. And it's like now you need someone to affirm you all the time. Like, you can't be by yourself, otherwise you'll hear this. You'll hear a bitter heart song. You'll hear rejection. You'll hear being made fun of. You'll hear no one loves you, you're not good enough, something like that. And so you have to keep being in relationships with different people to feel validated in some way. And so I think you maybe, the penis represents sexual healing, or you may be fantasizing about sex with this person because you need that intimacy. You want that deep connection, but you're confusing sex with that. That's not what that is. You confuse sex with compatibility. So if they want to have sex with me and the sex is great, then that means I'm worthy. I'm a good partner. I'm a good catch. I'm better than the other women, or whatever, or girl, whatever. I'm more desirable, something like that. Where it's like seeking validation through sexual experiences, but it's not about that. It's about you not wanting to be single by yourself and needing that what's the word? That validation from someone else. Not wanting to be by yourself. Someone that does not want to be alone. They're afraid of their own shadow, afraid of their own thoughts, afraid of their own emotions. They're afraid of like experiencing that, I don't want to say a dark night of the soul, where you're single and now you have to face all the things that you were running away from since you were a kid, whether it's abuse, neglect, and now you're like going through all the motions of all the men or women you've dated who you've allowed to abuse you, and why somebody's avoiding a very painful realization this month, and you may become aware of it, because if you meet this person and you're hanging out with somebody new and you're reading too much into something, you could find out that what you were reading into it was not what was the reality. And so it could force you to become more realistic, or it would be something painful. I don't know. It could be some painful realization that you were reading too much into something This man was offering you a page of pentacles reverse, but you thought it was a knight, the king of pentacles upright. I don't know. So yeah. Well, good luck with that, Aquarius. Hopefully things turn out for the best. You have to learn how to be alone and love yourself first before you can expect anybody to love you in any kind of way, shape, or form. So we'll see. All right, now into the sign of Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Sun, moon, and rising sign. There's a grand water trine involving your sign. So you may be popping this month too, Pisces. Good news, good vibes, good energies. We'll see. Something is moving quickly. It's like okay, what's happening? Chain reaction, a domino effect, but it's positive. One thing leads to the next, to the next, to the next. It's like a chain reaction of something happening positive. It's going to change your life for the better. Whatever was stalled, stuck, stagnant, some delays. It's like, I don't know, it's like good things happening back to back. One thing leading to the next. For example, you move to a new neighborhood. Then you meet a new girlfriend or boyfriend in that neighborhood. That girlfriend or boyfriend works for a company. They're looking for somebody that, has your skill set. You work for that company. And then, that company has like a stock buy-in option for their employees. They pay their employees in stocks. It's also their salary too. So it's like one thing after another is leading to some positive situation for you guys. 4 of Wands, yeah, home, family, community, yeah, choices. This is, yeah, right. One thing leads to the next, like back to back, positive, new home, new girlfriend, new job, this, that, and that. It's all like a domino effect, like a chain reaction is happening. That's what's up. So yeah, this is happiness in a home, lovers, this is the option. This is divine timing. This is divine timing. This was meant to happen. You guys may have gone through a rough time while Saturn was in Pisces. Neptune was in Pisces too for the 14 years. So you guys have gone through some painful experiences involving love relationships, or I don't know, Saturn in Pisces, health issues, depression, delays, setbacks, something. And it's like things are going great this month for whatever reason. And it's more than one thing. Each of these pillars represents like a positive event that constitutes this 4 of Wands, or this new foundation that you're building in your life. So new home, new community, new neighbors, new girlfriend, new something. Ace of Cups, yeah. That's what, yeah. So it's like, and the Knight of Pentacles reverse. This is something that was delayed for a while. No movement. And I guess it goes from being stuck to like this fast, rapid movement. This dominoes just fall. They were stuck for a while. Something was stuck. You felt stuck for a long time. Knight of Pentacles is like being stuck for years or months or weeks or whatever. Just not getting what you want. Things not working out, whatever. And all of a sudden now this month is like rapid succession. Everything's working out for the best. No resistance whatsoever. You don't even have to try. That kind of energy. You don't have to try. Like it's coming for you. So yeah, this is divine providence, serendipity, good fortune for you guys. You've earned it, you deserve it. It's like back to back miracles, right? It's great stuff happening for you. You're being asked to pay attention, to pay close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Right. This is popping energy. You're going to be popping. Pivot. Right. So it's like something moved to a new location, new house, new neighborhood, new girlfriend, new boyfriend, new job. Or if you're in school, you have a teacher who is teaching a class that you never even thought you wanted to do for a major. You meet this person, they see that you're talented, you're changing or pivoting your major now because of this person, and now this person give you an internship at their firm, and then that leads to another job. It's like a yeah, divine providence. Something is aligning, or there's some synchronicity happening here for you guys. Sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, Knight of Pentacles reverse, trying and trying and trying, delays, obstacles, blocks, limitations. It is time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. The Grand Water Trine. No obstacles, no blocks, no limitations. Saturn's in a trine, and Saturn's actually helping to materialize your manifestations, or materialize what you want. Okay, it's bringing it into reality. So it's not this fantasy anymore. This is an actual job offer, a new home, a girlfriend. It's not all up in your head anymore. So Saturn's making it real. How could you pivot even just a little bit? Right. So moving to a new home, changing your major in school, dating somebody new, doing something different that you wouldn't normally do. This is involving love or relationships, but doing something you love too, right? This is great. Good stuff, Pisces. It would make sense too with this Grand Water Trine involving Jupiter in exalted Cancer. An exalted Jupiter in Cancer. Neptune's in domicile in Pisces. The Sun and Venus in Scorpio. This is great energy. What's happening for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? November 2025. Pisces. Something wanted to flip out. It looked negative. That's not happening anymore. Foundation and shallow. Establish family security. You had a shallow foundation before? Okay. So some of you guys, it's like your life is getting better. You were here before. You could have been in a small place, small, cramped, dark, depressing, bad neighborhood, whatever. That's becoming this now. This is somebody looking out the window in a city. It's rainy, it's cold, it's whatever. Now this is, it's a whole new foundation. Something's shifting and changing. Hollow, empty boredom. And you felt stuck here. Conflicted and finality. Decisions, hot and cold. Multiple choices. And that's where you're pivoting. Like, do I keep doing the same thing I've been doing? Do I keep at the same job or same career path or same whatever? Or do I make adjustments? Finality, farewells, leave behind closure to a whole new foundation. Establish family security, 4 Wands. And you've made a choice. Decisions, the Lover's card, Gemini energy, making choices, hot and cold, multiple choices, conflicted. That's where you were. Because you were conflicted, you were kind of stuck. But for some, I don't know, you make some decision to move, change your career, something. And it's like what you were doing before, you liked it, but whatever you decide to do now will come to you so easily that you would have no choice but to believe that you're meant to do this. So suppose you were pursuing a career as a nurse and you like the idea of being a nurse because of the money. You went to the school, you were, going to school was a grind. It was drudgery. While you're in nursing school, you take a course that piques your interest and you're like, wow, this is so cool. I didn't know about this type of work. I know I could do this. And then you express your interest to your professor, you ask them more questions, you change your major. That professor gives you an internship at their company, whatever. That internship leads to a great job where you're now, it's like so easy. It's coming to you easily because that's what you're meant to do. So the drudgery, the delays, the obstacles, the difficulties, the blocks was a sign from the universe that you weren't supposed to be on this path. But that path led you to this path and you pivoted while you were pursuing something else. So suppose, again, one more thing. You were living in a neighborhood that was a nice neighborhood, but it was so expensive. But you liked the idea of living there because, it was a nice neighborhood, clout status, whatever. People online were like, oh my God, how much money do you make if you live in that neighborhood, whatever. But it was a grind because you had to keep working to live there. Like you had to work so hard to afford living there. You decide to bite the bullet and move to a lower cost living area. Then you meet a new guy or girl, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend. Then that person, introduces you to somebody that's in your career field, something like that. It's like things are coming together once you decide to make adjustments and stop being so stubborn, be flexible, and pivot. So this is great for you guys. This is amazing. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. This is good news for you. And who else had a really good reading? I forgot. Who was it? Virgo, your opposite sign. Also a great reading, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon.